The Paediatric Neurology Award is funded by the Clarence Verner Ellis and Bill Goodridge Estates and the Brain Foundation Northwest Committee Estate. And this year the recipient is Mark Mackay from the Murdoch Children's Research Institute and Royal Children's Hospital. And his project with his co-workers is stroke in cardiac disease.
Thank you, Matthew, Your Excellency. Like all the other recipients, I'm very grateful for the funding from the Brain Foundation. Stroke might be considered to be uncommon by adult standards, but if you put it into a paediatric perspective, it's amongst the top 10 causes of death in children, and it's more common than brain tumours. Unlike adults, adults have hardening of the arteries. Children don't have the same risk factors as adults, and cardiac disease is probably one of the most common causes of stroke. In fact, it accounts for about 1/3 of all cases. Unfortunately, it can sometimes be unrecognised, and recent studies show that in children, young babies undergoing heart surgery, around 1/3 of those children will have strokes prior to the surgery, identified on brain scans, and a further third will have stroke identified following surgery. So because it's known about before the stroke, it represents the most important disease to target to prevent stroke in children. And this study that we're doing is looking at the risk factors that predispose children to stroke, and we do that by taking a group of children who we know have stroke and comparing them to other children with heart disease who have not had strokes, and see how the two groups differ. And hopefully by the outcome of this work will result hopefully in change in practice if we recognise that certain factors predispose strokes. We hope that the surgeons may affect their practice, where they change their practice, how they do the operations, and thereby reduce the frequency of strokes in children. So thank you very much.